JUmble in the Manor. Jade was sitting at the chair which was at the corner of kitchen because she was so tired and she was trying to take a rest. She was so tired because tomorrow there was the 18th birthday of Mistress Girl and there would be a lot of people who were invited to the party, so she had to clean the manor. She wanted to smoke before Butler came and gave her a new mission to do so. She sneakily went to the garden. The weather was a little bit cold because it was almost end of the summer. She looked at the sky, but there were no clouds. She was telling herself, there will be a full moon tomorrow. Workers in the manor were forbidden to smoke, so she wanted to finish her cigarette quickly and go back inside. When she heard two people's conversations, she tried to hide more. She buried her cigarette so that nobody could see the fire. She shut her mouth so that nobody could hear her fast breath. She could only understand that there were two people. She waited until voices went far. A little bit later, she carefully listened to the voices, but she couldn't hear them. So she quickly ran to the door. She opened the door, got inside, and carefully closed the door. After that, she could breathe easily. Her heart was beating too fast, as if she had ran for a kilometer. She walked quickly into her room, which she was sharing with others. She opened the door slowly. She found her bed in the dark because the other girls had already been asleep.
Next day, before the sun rose, Jade woke up and she didn't remember anything about last night. She went to the kitchen and drank some tea. She got some bread from the table. When she heard the voice of Butler, she went out to the kitchen. She started cleaning the hall. There would be a lot of guests, so the rooms should be prepared to stay in. Only one room, which was always locked, would not be prepared. She didn't know why the room was locked, but she was sure Butler didn't have the key. Once she saw the Mistress Girl was trying to get in the room, but she couldn't get in, so she was sure she didn't have the key. Jade was in the hall where the locked room was located. Suddenly, she heard the door was open. She couldn't see the man who was leaving the room, but she noticed he didn't lock the door. She thought that there must be someone else, or there was nothing to hide anymore. Who was the man who was in the room? But he wasn't like hiding from anyone. The hall was dark because there were no windows, and he didn't turn on the lights.
Jade thought that the man should be someone who knew the house. In this part of the house, there were stairs which were only used by the workers in the manor, but the man knew where the stairs were, and he wanted to take these stairs to get out from the house. All of a sudden, she saw he was coming towards her. She hid herself behind a column. In the past 24 hours, this was the second time Jade was hiding, holding her breath, and praying not to be seen. While she was thinking about it, the man went past her and found the stairs. He didn't look back, but if he had looked back, he would have definitely seen her. She waited for a few minutes before she took the stairs, which the man walked on to go downstairs. She was walking too slowly because if the man stopped, she might crash into him. While she got closer to the downstairs, she heard some voices. It was like,
"Guests are coming!"
a warning for her. When she walked faster, she heard somebody was calling her name. She ran to answer it. She stopped in front of the butler and said, "Yes, sir." Butler,
"Go to the entrance door and be sure everyone's here for the party. Things should be moved to their room. Ask them if they need anything."
Jade was unhappy because asking everyone if they need anything will take her all day, because in the manor there were 44 rooms and she had experience from old parties. Everyone will ask for something. After a few seconds later, Butler,
"Are you still here?"
Jade, "I'm going, sir."
While she was walking to the entrance door, she was still thinking about what had happened on the top floor. She was so hungry when she got to the kitchen with tired feet. She had missed the lunch while she was asking everyone if they needed anything. She ate only a piece of bread all day, but she was still thinking about the man whom she saw in the morning, and she was sure that none of the guests were him. But could he be the driver of one of the guests? What the hell was he doing on the top floor, in the room which was always locked? She thought she would lose her mind because she was so hungry. She just wanted to eat something and go to sleep. She would be more tired tomorrow because there would be a party tomorrow all day, although there would be extra workers hired for the party. She thought there was no one else in the kitchen except the head chef who was making the party. Everyone had already gone to sleep.
Jade took a bowl of soup. This was not enough for her, but the head chef would shout at her if she took one more bowl, so she just drank a bowl of soup. After that, she went out to light a cigarette. Just before she put out her cigarette, she heard some voices and she remembered last night. She wasn't excited as yesterday. Who could they be? She hit the same place again. She tried to figure out what they were talking, but this time she thought there were more than 2 people this time. She tried to see who they were, but she couldn't see anyone. She just had to wait until they left. But she couldn't understand who these people were. Jade woke up with voices coming from her room, but it was normal because there were a party tonight. She quickly changed her clothes and quickly went to the kitchen, but she was so surprised when she came into the kitchen because there were nobody in the kitchen and it was so strange. She walked through the location where the voices are coming from. Everyone who worked in the manor was standing in front of the entrance door. In front of them was 1 gentleman and 2 policemen. She got in the line. She thought that it was security issue. When she got in line, she heard the voice of gentleman.
Is everybody here?
Butler.
Yes, sir.
Policemen questioned everyone personally in the room, but it seemed nobody knew anything. People who get into the room did not get back. Jade was waiting for her turn. She thought,
what is going on?
And
why was nobody coming back?
It was Jade's turn. When a policeman got inside of one room with Jade and shut the door. She sat on a chair and waited. She answered a few questions like,
Name, surname?
After these questions, policeman asked her if she saw something suspicious in the last few days.
She was thinking what to say, because if she told the truth, they would ask her what she was doing outside and what she was doing on the top floor. She chose to tell the truth. When she told everything she knew, policeman told her to go out, but after that, he changed his mind and told her to use the gardener's door to go out. She asked the police what this was for. They told her last night there was a robbery and all the family's jewelry was stolen. She couldn't stop and told them,
Family's all jewelry is kept in a safe.
They asked her how she could know it, and she told them once one of the insurance companies came to see the ward for the jewelry. She served the company workers some tea, and the mistress told them that she wanted to get the jewelry to the bank quickly. And then she added,
Why do they take all the jewelry from the safe before the big party?
Policeman.
They want the birthday girl to choose one of the family's jewelry for a present. Someone should have told the robbers about it. We will find them sooner or later.
Jade went to the garden. While she was walking slowly to the kitchen, she heard the butler's voice. Then she understood this robbery would not affect the party. Policemen, who questioned Jade, thought they had learned everything they needed to from Jade. He had walked out to tell everything to his partner, but when he came out, he saw his partner was arresting the gardener. His partner told him that they found one piece of jewelry under his pillow, but the man did not admit to the robbery. After he heard, they found the other piece of jewelry in the jewelry shop. He understood he had gotten caught. He admitted that he had done the robbery and told them he did this because he went gambling and he owed someone a lot of money. And also, he couldn't find the money to pay.
He hid one of the jewelry because he wanted to get married, so he would give this jewelry as a present. The man who the gardener talked in the garden was the assistant of the jeweler. They were bargaining in the garden when Jade was out to smoke. This robbery solved quickly, so everyone got relaxed, and the mistress girl had a great party at the end.